The American Space Shuttle is now scheduled to lift off tomorrow lunchtime at 1 o'clock. BBC1 will be covering the event live from Cape Canaveral in a special programme which begins at 12:45. This means that Wainwright's Law will be postponed to the following Sunday, and Sunday worship will begin 50 minutes earlier than scheduled at 12 noon. That's the Space Shuttle, tomorrow Sunday lunchtime at 12:45 on BBC1. Well, now, as we come towards the end of this evening on BBC1, Jim Bacon takes a late look at the weather.
Good evening to you. Well, the weather's beginning to improve again now, but that really wouldn't be all that difficult with a chart like this. This area of low pressure certainly dominated the weather today. These fronts brought some heavy rain across the country. Most of that heavier rain has moved away now, just leaving some left on this occlusion, which is bringing cloud and a little bit of rain and drizzle round behind the low as it moves away northeastwards. And in fact, for tomorrow, we'll find this ridge of high pressure behind me pushing in from the west. But more importantly, perhaps, although it will be bringing drier weather, it will be bringing some northerly winds, so a bit cooler weather and certainly much fresher than it's been lately. The forecast chart for noon tomorrow shows that ridge pushing in across those western parts. Still the remnants of that front over eastern areas of Scotland to begin with in the morning, but that will be pushed away as the ridge comes along. Very few isobars in the south, so still quite settled weather there, but in the north, quite a keen and cool northwesterly wind. And looking on tonight's chart, that northwesterly wind will, during the course of the night, eventually make its presence felt in those northwestern parts as the last of that mainly light rain and drizzle edges away. So although the heavy rain did clear away from many northeastern parts of Scotland during the course of this evening, you'll find some fairly light rain and drizzle returning to make it a fairly cloudy night and a fairly misty one as well. Down in the south, most of the day's showers have now died away, and it'll be generally dry, although quite misty and foggy by the morning, so that tomorrow much of the country really will probably start off quite cloudy, I think, and certainly quite misty as well. In the northwest, the weather will brighten up very quickly, and I think generally a dry day up there for western Scotland and Northern Ireland. The last of that mainly light rain in eastern Scotland is going to clear away, and it'll take a time to brighten up, but eventually the sun will come through, although you'll have that much cooler and fresher northwesterly wind. And later on tomorrow evening, you'll find temperatures falling low enough to give you a touch of frost up there in the north as well. In southern areas, very little rain from the front, and I think most places having a dry day, although certainly still starting off fairly cloudy, dull and misty in many places as well for that matter. But the sun should come through, except perhaps in southern parts where it will remain rather hazy for much of the day. And the outlook for Monday and Tuesday, some fine settled weather, but also colder with some frost at night. That's all from me. A very good night to you.
Well, that's our last look at our clock for this evening on BBC1. If you're still up and about and wide awake and still going through into the small hours of the morning, a reminder that BBC Radio 2 stays on the air right through the night. At the moment, there's Peter Marshall with The Late Show, and then Colin Berry takes over with You and the Night of the Music at 2 o'clock. But now it's just coming up to 27 minutes past midnight. On behalf of everyone here on BBC1, this is Robin Whitting wishing you all a very good night. Good night to you.